Note to self. I need more vermilion and cerulean blue. And the dogs got into my brushes again. I'll need some new ones. Let's see, what else? New brushes. What else do I need? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yes?
Are you Olga Branzini,
Yeah?
the artist?
Uh-huh.
Do you mind if I come in?
Well, I'm kind of in the middle of something right now, and you are an art critic, I'm guessing.
No, I'm Benjamin Cox. I bought one of your forgeries.
Oh.
I saw you in the news. They put you on trial. And you admitted that you were a forger.
No, that's not exactly what I said. What I said was that I do paintings in the style of other painters of the past.
And then you put their names on them.
True.
And then they get sold to people like me who think they're originals.
Well, they are originals. They just happen to be mine.
But you pass them off as having been done by others.
Oh, I see your point.
So after you admitted all that, they let you go?
No, I posted bond. I don't have to show up to jail for another few days.
Unbelievable.
Oh, you seem unhappy.
Unhappy? No, I'm furious. I paid $500,000 for this piece of shit.
You did? Let me see it. Oh, I remember this one. It's in the style of Max Ernst.
No, it's not just in the style of Max Ernst. It has his name at the bottom. And experts told me that it was a Max Ernst.
Experts. You can't trust them, can you? Then again, it certainly does look like a Max Ernst, doesn't it?
Yeah, my God. The colors, the composition. Who wouldn't be fooled by that?
Exactly. So it's a great painting, isn't it?
What?
It's a great painting.
That's not the point. The point is I paid $500,000 for it.
Cheap at twice the price. Yeah, me. Can I get you anything? Water, tea?
You can get me my money.
Well, that's going to be difficult, but we can certainly talk about it. Sit.
You do have the money, yes?
Well,
What?
well, everybody has to take a piece of it. The
Oh.
auction house, Uncle Sam, and the bond. Jesus, it cost me a fortune for that bond. God.
I want my money.
Can I ask you something? Why did you buy this painting? Did it speak to you? Did you fall in love with it?
No, I liked it, but I wouldn't say I loved it.
Well, then you shouldn't have bought it.
It was an investment. I was told if I invested in this painting in a couple of years, I might be able to get $600,000, $700,000 for it.
So that's why you bought it. You thought a Max Ernst would be a good investment.
Yes.
Because he's famous.
Yeah?
Yeah, and how did he get to be famous?
How did he? By painting great works of art.
Well, yeah, but also by dying. You know, we artists don't become rich and famous till after we're dead. Then, once we die, woo, we're geniuses worth a whole lot of money.
Yeah, it's called supply and demand. When the supply stops, the demand increases.
And that's what you demand, paintings by dead artists.
By talented artists.
And I don't have talent?
Well, yes, obviously you do. You'd have to have talent to be able to copy a painter like him.
Or Paul Klee, or Andy Warhol.
Oh my God, you did these too?
Yeah, I do. There are 10 or 12 painters that I do.
How can you do this?
Oh, it takes years and years of practice, and I see what you mean. And look, it's not like I'm trying to pass off paintings that already exist. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not saying, oh, look, I just happen to have the Mona Lisa here. Would you like to buy it? No. None of these are copies of famous paintings. These are works that these artists might have gotten around to one day. They just never did.
So you did.
Yeah.
And then you put their names on them.
Well, if I had put my name on that painting, you would have said, who the hell is that artist?
Exactly.
Well, that's not right. There's this famous Swiss collector by the name of Byler. And he once said that a Rothko I did was a sublime, unknown masterwork. And it's hanging in his museum right now.
It's unbelievable. You think it's right for you to sell your works this way?
Well, you know the saying, if fools go to market, fake wares are going to get sold.
Are you calling me a fool?
No, no. Present company excluded. Okay? Look, are you sure I can't get you something to drink? Ooh, how about some grappa? I find that that's very conducive to seeing things in a new way.
Go ahead. I wouldn't keep anybody from having a last drink.
Oh, you're molto gentile. It's very kind of you. Please, sit. You know, you look very familiar. Were you at the gallery when your painting was auctioned?
No, I had a representative do the bidding for me.
Huh. Could have sworn that I've seen you before. Salute.
Uh-huh.
So, you're an art collector.
I collect a lot of things.
It must be nice to have that kind of disposable income.
Yeah, it is.
Well, may I ask how you acquired your fortune? Is that all right?
I'm in financing at First American Investments.
Ah, banking. Gambling with other people's money.
Not gambling, investing. Allocation of capital, mergers, acquisitions. But I suppose those are terms that are too complex for an artist to comprehend.
Subprime mortgages, collateralized debt obligations, credit default swaps.
Oh, you've heard of those.
Well, I try to stay current. Wait. That's where I know you from, the hearings at Congress. Oh, C-SPAN. We've both been on TV.
All right.
You were subpoenaed before Congress.
I was asked to appear. I was asked to provide information so that people could understand how our bank had helped people.
Helped them? Didn't your firm hand out billions in bad loans to people you knew couldn't pay them back?
That's what the Senate committee asked, and I'll tell you what I told them. That's not fair. We didn't know for sure that those loans wouldn't be repaid.
Oh, then why did you take out billions in insurance policies, betting that those folks would default? Because when they did, your firm made a killing.
Which was perfectly legal.
Why?
What?
Why was what you did legal?
Because the politicians who write our laws say it was.
And how much did your firm contribute to their election campaign?
Wait now.
Oh, no. You and the Wall Street boys and the hedge fund operators spread out a ton of money to those politicians so they could stay in office. And then those politicians wrote the laws that said that you and all the other big contributors would never have to go to jail.
Don't turn this around and pretend that I'm the criminal. You're the one who committed a felony.
Yeah, well, that only proves one thing.
What?
I should have contributed millions of dollars to Congress, too.
Oh, so that it would be okay for you to sign other people's signatures.
Oh, you mean like you guys did with all that robo-signing? Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, okay, you did. You and all the other banksters hired people to sign hundreds of mortgage foreclosures. And then the notaries notarized those affidavits. That was all fraud too, wasn't it?
It was different.
Oh, yes, it was different. Oh, God. I create beauty. You create homeless people.
I wasn't the one who signed them.
Okay. What's a banker doing with a gun anyway?
What do you think?
I don't know. I thought the easiest way to rob a bank was to own one.
I don't own my firm, and I haven't robbed anything. When the stock market collapsed and the congressional hearings came, I started getting death threats.
What a surprise.
My attorney suggested that I start carrying a gun for self-defense.
Or for shooting artists.
Maybe. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you did say that death was a thing that made an artist's work more valuable, right?
Me and my big mouth. You don't want to kill me, then you'd be the one going to jail, not me. And I'm guessing that if you could pay $500,000 for that painting, that you would have a pretty nice lifestyle. And you wouldn't want to lose that, would you?
I'll think about it.
Well, it's nice of you to think of my posthumous reputation, though.
Don't mention it. You know, I'm not just some rich schmuck who collects things. I really do appreciate art. And I have a nice collection of beautiful pieces. As a matter of fact, I just purchased a small David Hockney last month that all of my friends... Oh no.
What?
It's not one of yours, is it?
Oh, no, I don't do Hockney.
God.
An awful lot of my work is hanging in rich people's living rooms and art galleries. And most of the big famous museums, too.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, the last time I was looking at all of my work hanging in the Met, I remember thinking, I should have signed my name and then forged the famous artist's name over it in disappearing ink. And then after a few years, their names would fade and mine would magically appear. And everyone would say, I could swear that was by Matisse. But no, it's by Branzini. And that one too. Oh, and that one. Why, they're all by Branzini. Who knew this artist was so prolific?
You're actually proud of yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of. The prosecution said I was the best in the world. So, actually, you don't have to kill me to make me famous. I'm already famous.
No, you're not.
Like you said, you saw me on television, and that's the epitome of fame in America.
Oh, please.
How many other artists have you seen on TV?
Okay, not so many. So what? So what if you have a little fame now?
Well, for one thing, that painting has already started to go up in value.
No way.
Oh, yeah. And you said you wanted to buy a painting by a famous artist. Well, congratulations. You've done it. I've been on TV, in the press. I'm famous now. In fact, if you like, I'll take Ernst's name off of this and put mine on.
Wait, what?
Oh, your rich friends are all going to be so jealous. Oh my God, you have a Branzini? Oh my God. Oh, that's just amazing. And you only paid $500,000? You lucky bastard. There. I should be dry in a few minutes.
Do you think it's right for you to think of yourself in the same company with famous artists?
Well, you said you liked my Warhol, didn't you?
Very impressive.
And you'd pay $1 million for a Warhol, wouldn't you?
I'm for an original, I might.
Do you know what Andy Warhol called his studio? The Factory, because that's what it was. He had all these people scattered around, doing all his work for him, painting, silk screening, and when they were done, he'd sign it. So you see, most of this work you see being sold out there today was not done by Warhol, but by his studio assistants. People are just buying his name.
Shit! Well, all right, so that's only one artist, right?
Oh, and there's Rembrandt.
Don't tell me that!
See, Botticelli, Titian, Rubens. You know, a lot of their work was painted by their studio assistants.
You're just saying that to cover up what you're doing.
Oh, no, it's true. And now that you know that, are their works not masterpieces anymore?
I'm getting confused.
Look, these artists, I don't mean just painters, but these artists were people who came up with brand new ideas and techniques. And then they taught those ideas and techniques to their studio assistants, who then did all the work. So I like to think of myself as a faithful assistant to these artists. I just happen to be assisting them after they die.
Real.
Yeah, it's like I channel them. I channel them into me, Rancini.
Francine. You know, before this, I'd never even heard your name before. Is that Italian?
I guess.
Don't you know? Oh, wait a minute. It's not your real name, is it?
No, it's one of them.
My God. Is there anything about you that's real?
The talent. The talent is real.
If you say so yourself.
Oh, no, you said so too.
All right. So you got all this talent. How come you never did works under your own name, whatever the hell it is?
Well, at first I did. In the beginning, when I was first beginning, I couldn't get anybody to buy my work. And I couldn't figure out why, because it was good. Then I started to realize it wasn't just about talent. I don't have the emotion or the personality that makes someone really great. Picasso had volcanic passion. He once said that every work of creation is first an act of destruction. Van Gogh had his visions, and Caravaggio his religious fervor. I didn't have any of that. I'm not a very emotional person. When I lack in emotion, I sure as hell made up for it in logic. I could take apart another artist's technique like a jeweler takes apart a watch. And when I began to put the pieces of the watch back together and I began to paint like them, I could suddenly feel what they once felt. I could feel the world instead of just looking at it. And ever since then, for short periods anyway, I get to be a real artist instead of just a painter.
So you're kind of like a chameleon.
I wish. Yeah, when I want to change colors, I have to open up tubes and squeeze them out onto my palette. Oh, which reminds me. Don't forget the burnt umber to finish the da Cunha. And then don't forget about the flea market this Saturday for more antique frames. And, oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to be here, am I? Never mind.
Antique frames?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you buy old frames and try and convince people that your paintings are old too.
Oh, old canvases too. I'm always on the lookout for lousy paintings from 100 years ago, so I can paint over them.
You know, if collectors like me start thinking all we can get are fakes, we're going to stop going to the market.
Yeah, well, then the prices will go down. And everyone can afford a Chagall or a Rothko. My versions of them, I mean.
You can't do that.
Well, why not? You burst the housing bubble. Maybe I can burst the art bubble.
I won't permit you. Collectors expect to get originals.
Yeah, well, the experts will tell you that they are originals. There's this myth that only certain people know what is and isn't art. Then I began to realize how easily these experts were fooled by forgers. And so I realized that you couldn't trust them anymore. Not their taste, not their recommendations, nothing. Most of these so-called experts are collectors too. So they have a vested interest in saying that this or that painting is authentic.
Because it'll drive the price up.
Exactly. For them, for the auction houses, the museums. Oh, so what is art? Marcel Duchamp once put a used urinal on display. And sure enough, all the experts said, "Oh my God, that is such fine art."
Well, that's great. My house has 5 bathrooms in it, so I guess it qualifies as a gallery.
Well, then you should buy some more of my paintings to hang in there. Oh, you already bought one. I probably bought one of your subprime mortgages for this space. Oh, that makes us fellow criminals supporting each other.
Stop calling me a criminal. Besides, if you're such a master criminal, how did you get caught?
Well, I was doing another Max Ernst, and I wanted to have one area that was all white. And there's this beautiful shade called titanium white, so I used it. And then the owner got suspicious. He hired a scientist who scraped a little sample off the canvas, put it under a microscope, and identified it. Turns out that titanium white hadn't been invented while Max Ernst was alive. Yeah, too bad. It was really nice white.
So what kind of white did Ernst use?
I don't know.
Well, why don't you channel him and ask?
Good one. Yeah, you do have a sense of humor after all.
See, now this is pretty good shit.
Well, really good booze is one of the few things other than my art supplies that I indulge in.
You know, I've been doing you a favor by shooting you. Because if you went to jail, the only alcohol you'd get would be fermented prune juice cooked up in the toilet by your cellmate.
Ew.
So bottoms up.
And gun down. So, what about you? Is there a Mrs. Cox?
Oh, yeah.
Is she an art lover too?
She must have been. She took half of it with her when she left.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I guess we both suck with women.
Yeah, we are kind of alike. Oh, in fact, I used your bank.
You have an account with us?
No. I took out a big insurance policy on one of my fake paintings, and I paid to have it stored in one of your vaults. Because, you know, the insurance documents were proof of the painting's value. And then I would get investors, not unlike yourself, to buy shares in it.
Because over a period of years, the value would go up.
Yes. Then you know what? These people never even saw the painting. They just overused it.
My God. Wait a minute. Is this still there? Is my bank liable?
No. I took it out and did the same thing in 3 other banks in 3 different cities.
Well, you son of a... You know, I'm not even mad. You wouldn't believe the shit that banks pull. I just found out that major banks have been laundering money for the drug cartels, billions of dollars a year for years. Oh, yeah. Because the regulating agencies, the SEC, everybody would look the other way because it was growing the economy. Don't ask why. Don't rock the boat. Because everything's going up, up, up.
Yeah, until it all went down, down, down.
Yeah, and even then they bailed us all out.
Yeah, and you're still making your 7-figure salary.
Funny. You think it's important to have all that money to buy things. Penthouse, automobiles, works of art. You wind up in your house all by yourself with nobody to share it with.
You could always quit.
And do what? It's a little late to take up brain surgery.
Yeah. Well, if you're that unhappy, why don't you do something therapeutic on the side?
Therapeutic? Yeah, like what, painting?
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Come on.
Go away. I don't know anything about painting.
Come on. You'll do an abstract. You know what Picasso said? If I do a painting of a wild horse, you might not see the horse, but you certainly will see the wild. So, go on, go wild. Come on. Oh, come on. How do you feel? How do you feel about your wife leaving you?
Bitch!
Ooh, tell her.
You should have stayed. I loved you. I gave you everything. And you had no business taking half of it with you. I loved you.
Okay, keep going. Who else? How about the congressman who made you testify?
You fuckers. You hypocrites. You want to question me? here's to your 3 martini lunches and your golf games and all those people that sucked up you, give you money to get anything done. Well, fuck you. Fuck it. Fuck you all.
You want to sign it?
All right.
So, how do you feel?
I had no idea that painting was so exhausting.
But it's liberating though, isn't it?
In a weird way, yeah.
See, you have the emotion of a great painter.
Yeah, I guess maybe I do. So, I suppose it's worth anything?
Not a penny. But that's not the point. It's a creative outlet. And that's really very creative.
Yeah?
Yeah. In fact, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to keep it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You're not going to paint some famous artist's name on there and pass it off as a masterpiece, are you?
I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. I'll tell you what. I'll trade you for it. You said you liked the Warhol, didn't you?
Yeah?
We'll swap.
You mean like a credit default swap?
Yes, only with art. There you go. 2 paintings for the price of 1.
So we're good.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Good.
You know, after you told me you had to fake emotions to be able to paint, and your girlfriend leaving you, and now you're going to go to jail, you're kind of sad. You're too sad this year.
Oh, I agree. You should save your bullets for a happier artist.
Besides, I'm so drunk I probably shoot and miss. Yeah, I guess I'll be heading out.
Oh, wait a minute. If you're going to take the Warhol, you should take the Provenance too.
The what?
The Provenance. That's the document that says how the painting was handed down from owner to owner over the years. It's proof of its genuineness. You got one with the Ernst, right?
Yeah, I did. Well, wait a minute. Does that mean it's real?
Oh no, I forged the Provenance too.
Jesus. Well, I'm out of here. Maybe in 6 years I'll come and look you up.
Oh, I don't know. I might get some time knocked off by trading paintings with the warden, to the warden.
That's a brilliant idea. More crime. Why don't you just forge a letter of pardon from the governor?
Hey.
No, that was a joke.
Oh, no. Benjamin, I like the way you think.
You are one sick puppy.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, note to self. Note to self. Research where to find government-issued stationery. From the office of the governor to Warden Smith of Bennett Penitentiary. Dear Warden, it has come to my attention that you have a prisoner named Alda Bronzini serving time there. I feel that she deserves an immediate and complete pardon. Because, after all, where would this country be without her great artists? And in my opinion, Alda Bronzini is a true original.